Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to The Walk. Today is Friday, February 7th, and we are up to the last section of Ezekiel 34. The subtitle here is The Lord's Covenant of Peace. And God promises us peace as part of that abundant grace that is constantly flowing over us. So let's see what this says. Verse 25. And I will make them a covenant of peace and banish wild beasts from the land so that they may dwell securely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods. Okay, so what's this covenant of peace? ESV Fire Study Bible had a great note, and it said the shepherd, that is Christ, will finally restore the peace and perfection that characterized life before sin entered the world. This covenant, also called the New Covenant, will reach its highest fulfillment when God establishes his eternal kingdom in new heaven and new earth. That's in Revelation 21 to 22. Then there will be showers of blessing, which we're going to see in verse 26, and the full presence of God among his people. And I would argue that showers of blessing is God's presence. God's presence is such a blessing. It's something that we need to be seeking out, because it's when we're in God's presence that he is best able to shepherd us and care for us, give us that abundant pasture with that spiritual meat and potatoes that we crave. So it's important that you get that time where you spend that time with God. Verse 26. And I will make them and the places all around my hill a blessing, and I will send down the showers in their season. They shall be showers of blessing. So think of how the rain comes down. The rain showers over us. It touches everything. Everything becomes wet. Nothing is left. If there's a small crack in a sidewalk, the water still gets into that crack. That water gets into every crack in your life. These showers of blessings touch every crack of your life. Now, does that mean that your life is running perfectly fine and you never have any problems? No, but what it means is you're able to walk in God's presence and have that shower of blessing of his presence. Verse 27, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit, and the earth shall yield its increase, and they shall be secure in their land, and they shall know that I am the Lord, when I break the bars of their yoke and deliver them from the hand of those who enslave them. Remember, the beginning of this chapter was about the evil rulers of Israel who were living off of the sheep and having the sheep bring them food so they could get fat. Here God is saying, I am going to break the bars of that yoke, and I'm going to deliver you from the people that enslaved you. Verse 28. They shall no more be a prey to the nations, nor shall the beasts of the land devour them. They shall dwell securely, and none shall make them afraid. And I will provide for them renowned plantations, so that they shall no more be consumed with hunger in the land, and no longer suffer the reproach of the nations. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God with them, and that they, the house of Israel, are my people, declares the Lord God. And you are my sheep, human sheep of my pasture, and I am your God, declares the Lord God. He's saying, I'll step up, I'll do it, I'll care for you, I'll shower you with that blessing. I am going to bring you to that abundant pasture where you have tons of spiritual food and spiritual nourishment as you sit in my presence. And that he is the Lord God. And it's because he is the Lord God that he's able to set this up in perfection. Today's Friday, so I'm going to remind you there's no video Saturday, Sunday, but I'll be back with you Monday. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and keep walking the walk.